Anyone who has started an Airbnb business has realized that there are plenty of challenges when getting up and running with your first Airbnb. In this video, I'll be talking about some of the challenges I faced and most new Airbnb hosts face when getting started. Before we do, make sure you guys absolutely crush that subscribe button and crush that notification bell. What's up, guys? My name is Jorge Contreras and I've been operating Airbnb since 2017, and I'm on track to do a little over $2 million this year in 2022. And before we get started, if you've experienced challenges in this journey, make sure you comment down below and let me know what types of challenges you've experienced. Challenge number one that most new Airbnb hosts experience is, you guessed it, running the business like a job. Here's the thing, guys, 95% of our population is an employee. Only 5% of people are self-employed or entrepreneurs, business owners. And so most 9-to-5ers, right, have this employee mindset where they are trading time for money and they want to do everything themselves. They don't want to hire someone to do something or delegate because they feel like they're losing money. When in reality, building a team actually helps you grow your business and make more money while doing less things. Here's one of the things I've learned, guys. To truly grow a business to its highest potential, you need to focus on those 20% of activities that generate 80% of the results. So not all things are created equal. And so what we want to do as business owners is delegate to elevate, right? Work on the business, not in the business. So most new Airbnb hosts, because they don't have the proper coaching, the proper mentorship, or business experience, they do everything themselves. They wear all the hats in the business. They are cleaning and scrubbing toilets. They are dealing with guest issues or complaints. They're dealing with maintenance requests. And they're basically working for themselves in another 9-to-5. Again, what I've learned to do is I've automated all the operations. I've automated the cleaning, the maintenance, communication, meaning other people are in charge of those responsibilities. And what I do is just oversee the business, right, from a zoomed out view. And I also focus on new acquisitions, on new properties that I'm going to acquire. The next challenge that most new Airbnb hosts face is they don't understand how taxes work. For example, there is a form called a W-9 form, and you need to use this form anytime you pay somebody $600 or more in a calendar year, meaning from January 1st to December 31st. If you pay someone $600 or more, it doesn't matter who it is, the cleaner, maintenance, communication, you need to have them sign a W-9 form, which you then send to your accountant so that you don't pay taxes on money that you paid someone else. So for example, let's say you made $80,000 your first year with one Airbnb. And let's say that out of those $80,000, $20,000 went to cleaning. Well, if you don't file this form, guess what? You're going to pay taxes on those $20,000 even though you never kept that money. So you need to make sure that you have the proper forms in place in order to set yourself up to win and make it a seamless experience when you do your taxes the following year. The next thing that is a challenge is the legal aspect, the asset protection. The truth is, I typically recommend my students in the real system to set up an LLC for number one, asset protection. 2, it gives them more credibility when speaking to property owners. And 3, once they set up their business account, they can apply for a business credit card so they can start establishing business credit. But more importantly, they need to have an LLC so they can protect their assets. You don't want to be running businesses with your social security number, because if there's ever some type of accident or incident there and they want to sue the business, they're going to sue you and anything and everyone that is connected to you. So if you have a husband or wife, then they can sue them because it is all commingled. So if I own a real estate business, I'll put my real estate under an LLC. If I own another type of business, let's say a barbershop, I'll put the barbershop under an LLC. And if I own the restaurant, I would put that under its own LLC. So you want to shield your assets from one another. If you guys are enjoying this content and you are ready to create financial freedom with your Airbnb business, smash that like button. Thank you guys so much, as it does help the algorithm here on YouTube, and we will get more people to watch this video. Thanks in advance. The next challenge is lack of understanding ordinances and regulation. I've gotten so many DMs on Instagram, people saying, Jorge, the city is telling me to shut down my Airbnb. Well, that could happen if you didn't get a permit or if you weren't supposed to be operating in the first place. So you must understand the regulation, the ordinances in your city before you acquire the property. Or if you already have some property in a particular area, make sure you check with the city first on their regulation before you decide to list it on Airbnb. Mistake número 5 is not using data softwares. Typically, my students and I use softwares that allow us to see the revenue and occupancy of existing Airbnbs to determine if we can double or triple whatever we are going to pay in rent. This allows us to, you guessed it, not lose money, right? Because what if that area doesn't have a lot of demand and you just launch it because you like the color of the house? You need to make data-driven decisions. And guys, hopefully you like these 5 challenges that new Airbnb hosts fail. And if you want to avoid all the mistakes you can make and you don't want to go through all the learning curve or you don't want to procrastinate because of lack of understanding, I do have a link down below in the description where you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with my team to see if we can help you build your 10K a month Airbnb business without owning property, and we do it in 90 days or less. With that being said, guys, make sure you guys check out one of my other videos here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.